guys, welcome back to a new video and to my long awaited and requested makeup collection. I'm so excited to share my new setup with you guys. And before we get into the video, I just have to add a little disclaimer. I'm in no way bragging. A lot of you guys wanted me to do an updated makeup collection. I have changed out some products. I have gotten some new faves. I have rearranged, cleaned and organized my whole collection. And as a lot of you guys may know, I am a professional makeup artist, so I may have a little bit more makeup than the average person, but that is just because I love to try out new products. I love to test new products on me, my clients and all of that. I want to know everything about everything. So if you are enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell and put on your post notifications. There will be some fun and exciting videos out. I will have a brand giveaway, a brand reveal video as well. So if you're interested in those and you don't want to miss out, be sure to subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and snoop in my makeup collection. So I keep the majority of my makeup in these Alex drawers right here. And I also have makeup in these drawers right here as well. I also have some makeup displayed around my beauty room, as you can see right here. And then I also keep some makeup on my filming vanity as well. So this is where I sit when I film. So let's start with what I have on top of my vanity. I got these at IKEA, and in this one I have my most used lip liners. So we have Jeffree Star and we have a lot of MAC ones. Those are my favorite formulas. And here I have my most used setting spray. So we have the MAC Fix Plus, can't live without this one. The YSL Makeup Setting Hydrating Spray. We have the Glam Glow Glow Setter and also the Kaya Cosmetic That Dewy Look. I always use the MAC Fix Plus and then I set my face with one of the other sprays. So I have a bunch of eye brushes right here, and then I also have a bunch of face brushes. And these are the brushes that I'm currently using. And in this little guy, I keep some mirrors for when I'm filming. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, a Jeffree Star Concealer, and I also keep my most used mascaras, which are at the moment the Roll Lash from Benefit, the Grandiose from Lancome, and also the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. This is my favorite from the drugstore at the moment. And next to that is where I'm keeping my most used foundations and also primers that I use on a daily. So I have my new favorite, which is the Dior Backstage Glow Face. I also have the Guerlain L'Or. We have the Dior Backstage Primer, a MAC Strobe Cream, which is also one of my most used products. I also have a Sensei glowing base and also the Scott Barnes Body Bling. And the foundations that I'm keeping here is of course my Armani Luminous Silk. We have the NARS Radiant Natural Foundation, Maybelline Super Stay, and also my new favorite from the drugstore, which is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid. Recently did a tutorial on this, so I can leave that up in the corner. And also, of course, my Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation. So these are my most loved foundations. So I like to keep them here. Here on top, I have a lot of my lipsticks that I'm currently loving. And I also have some palettes that are kind of my go-to, easy to grab palettes that I want to have displayed in the background. So we will go through these drawers very, very soon. But in here, I keep easy products that I'm currently using when I'm filming, so it's easy for me to grab them instead of having them in my Alex 5 drawers. So on top right here I have my current faves when it comes to palette, and this is like my go-to grab palette if I want a very natural everyday look. Then I also have the Natural palette from Scott Barnes. I recently did a first impression and review of all the Scott Barnes products I have, so be sure to check that out. And then I also have the Orgy palette right here from Jeffree Star, and this is my go-to palette if I want to create a very smoky matte look, and also if I want to create a very natural brown look. This is also a perfect bridal palette if you are working as a makeup artist. I really recommend you to check that palette out as well. So here I keep the majority of my lipsticks that I am currently using. All of my nude faves, all of my favorite formulas are pretty much around here. So I have Dose of Colors right here. This shade, which is called A Mauve Story, is one of my faves. I also have a bunch of Jeffree Star liquids, which I love. So my current favorite from Jeffree Star are the I Am Nude. I also have a bunch of my MAC lipsticks right here. I also have some Chanel, YSL. This in number 1 is also like a beautiful nude tone. Then I have some from Dior. We have a lot of Buxom right here. I also have my Guerlain in number 67. So this unit right here is called a Kallax unit from IKEA, and I decided to get drawers just because it is a lot easier to store my makeup in drawers. But be sure to check out the down bar and check out my beauty room tour, because I'm going more in depth on where everything is from and all of that jazz. So let's go ahead and jump into this first drawer. So in this first drawer right here, I keep the primers that I don't have on my Vanity, and I also keep my concealers in here. So I have the Professional from Benefit. We have a L'Oreal Lumi Lotion, Hourglass one, and another fave that I really currently love is the YSL Top Secret Instant Moisturize Glow Hydration Primer. So those are kind of the primers that I decided to keep after decluttering a lot of my primers, just because I tend to use what I really love. And in here we have a bunch of concealers. So we have my Ride or Die throughout the year, which has been the NARS Radiant Concealer. We have Tarte Shape Tape, and a new favorite of mine is actually the Forever Skin Correct from Dior. Another favorite of mine is the Helena Rubinstein Magic Concealer. I have the shade 1 in this one, and this is such a great concealer, especially for mature skin, because it is very lightweight but it covers a lot. The Revolution Conceal and Hydrate and Conceal and Define. And another favorite of mine is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Have been loving this. It covers everything. And then I have a Kai Cosmetics KVD Touche Éclat from YSL, and also a MAC Pro Longwear. And that is pretty much what I keep in this drawer. So moving over to the next drawer, here I have my setting sprays. So I recently also decluttered a lot of them just because I were not using them at all. So I have my MAC Fix Plus here in a travel size. This I take with me every single time I'm traveling. Then I also have the Smashbox Primer Water, which is also in a travel size. I love that setting spray. I have a Urban Decay Quick Fix, a Refresh from Clarins, and also a Lancome Rose Mist right there. I have the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. I have the Dewy Set from Anastasia. This I still have to try. I haven't tested it out yet. Cinema Secret Super Sealer, a backup of Fix Plus, a Fix Plus Gold Light, a MAC Cosmetic Charged Water. I have the Peach Mist from Too Faced, Glam Glow Glow Setter backup, and also an Urban Decay All Nighter. I really recommend it for all skin types. It keeps your makeup on all day, and that is what I have in this drawer. So in these two next drawers here, I keep my powders and also my setting powders. So here I have my most loved loose powders. So we have the Sensei Translucent Loose Powder. I have the Hourglass, Laura Mercier, the L'Oreal Infallible, and I also have my two Jeffree Star ones, the Natural Setting Powder and also the Luminous one. Here I have the Universal Libre Chanel Powder, or CMA one, which is great powder, especially if you work as a makeup artist. I also have a MAC Prep and Prime. This is actually a pressed powder, the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I also really like this Revolution Luxury Powder. Makeup Mecca Catrice, Makeup Mecca, and also an MUA one in the back. And in this drawer right here, I have all my pressed powders. So these are face powders and setting powders. So one of my favorites at the moment are the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude Fabric Powder. This is such an amazing powder. Then I also have an Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is like my ride or die. I really love it. It is such a beautiful powder, works on all skin types, and it just makes your makeup look flawless. Too Faced I Want Candy Palette. I have a NARS setting powder. I also have a Sensei powder. This is such a beautiful powder. I really need to use this a lot more. A backup of the Ambient Hourglass Lighting Powder, Air Minerals Powder, and in the back I have the Rimmel Stay Matte in two different colors. So in this next drawer right here, I keep my face palette. So the first palette that I have is the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. Glow palette right here. I also have the NARS Studio Cheek Palette, the Tarteist Contour Palette, a Tarteist Pro Glow palette. I also have some Smashbox contour sticks right here that I still have to try. The Shade and Light palette, 2 NYX ones, 1 cream and 1 powder. And here I have my Makeup Mecca Back to Basic palette, which I really love the blush, but I was not a huge fan of the highlighters in here. And then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is really beaten up because I have used it a lot. So here I kind of put everything that I want to film with. So this drawer is pretty empty. I also have another drawer with new hauled items that I will show you a little bit later in this video. But here I'm planning to have all the new products that I want to film with. Here I have my empties drawer, or products that I'm not a huge fan of. So I am going to film all of these products in an empty video, and makeup I don't like or regret buying. So that is what I keep in there. Then I also have 3 drawers right here filled with giveaway stuff. So all of these are actually pretty full. So I'm soon gonna do another amazing giveaway for you guys. In this next drawer right here, I have my bronzers. I decluttered a lot of bronzers, you guys. So I decided to keep my most loved bronzers, and it turned out to be quite a lot of them. But here I have 3 of the NARS Laguna bronzer just because I am obsessed with that one. And here I have my Gorilla Terracotta powder. I also have the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Tan, which is one of my favorite bronzer when I am pale. Then I have my Chanel Less Beige Cream Contour, which I really have been into for summer. I also have a Kaya Cosmetic bronzer and 2 of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzers right here, which is also staples. So back here we have YSL, Chanel, another Chanel one, and also the Marc Jacobs Mirage Filter Duo, which is also been a huge fave of mine. The NYC Bronzing Powder. We also have the City Bronzer, the Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer, Makeup Mecca, and also the Wet n Wild, and some from NYX. And in this drawer all the way down here, I have new mascaras that is not open. So I have them in here and not up in my vanity. So these are just a bunch of mascaras that I will be using very soon. And here I have my single eyeshadows. I barely reach for singles anymore just because every single palette has a bunch of these same colors. So I decided to keep my most special ones from MAC. I also have some pigments right here, L'Oreal shadows, and also the Maybelline. Now it is time to move into all my Alex 5 drawers. I decided to get the 5 drawers unit just because I like these smaller drawers a lot. So you get more of those if you buy the 5 drawers and stock it on top of each other. So that is what I did. So in these 4 right here, I have lip products. Believe it or not, I actually have more lip products. So in this first one, I have more MAC lipsticks that didn't fit on the organizers I have displayed. So I just have a bunch of them. These are more metallics and limited edition ones. In the back right here, I just have some Kylie sets, and then I also have 3 minutes. So as you can see, I have more space to grow my lip collection, which makes me excited. Then in this next drawer, I also have some more space right here, but here I keep all my Viva La Diva lipsticks. These are actually very great for being drugstore, and I really like the pigment, and they also have vitamin E. Then I also have my NYX lipsticks right here, and then I have more Viva La Diva lipsticks right there, and also all my Jordana, the matte and original ones. So in here I have lipsticks and lip glosses that I don't reach for that often, and I only have 1 or 2, so they will not look very pretty displayed. So I have the majority of my Lancome Absolute gloss and lacquers. So my plan is that this drawer will be filled with lip glosses. I also have some Marc Jacobs one right here, some more glosses, some LA Girl matte lipsticks, Milani liquid lipsticks. I decided to keep 3. Then I also have some lip scrubs and also some old Colourpop ones. I just keep these just because I want to get the same shades in their newest edition, so therefore I keep them right there. And in this last drawer, I have more liquid lipsticks. So this is pretty much liquid lipsticks and lip liners. So right here, I have my favorite ones from Anastasia, Kat Von D, Revolution, Gigi Hadid's collab with Maybelline. These are so beautiful. I have the nude kit and also the red one. So next to those, I just keep a bunch of lip liners. So the majority of my lip liners are from MAC, as you can see. I also have some drugstore ones from Maybelline, Isadora. I also have Elizabeth Arden, Laura Mercier. And moving all the way to the back right here, I have my NYC lip creams. Then I have some NYX lingerie one, more KVD minis. And all the way in the back right here, I have the LA Girl matte flat velvet lippies and also some of the NYX liquid suede. So in this first bigger drawer, I have highlighters and highlighter palettes. Here I have some Makeup Mecca ones, some from Wet n Wild, H&M, and also e.l.f. Then moving down to my favorite highlighters. So here I have one from Milani. I also have a bunch of the Maybelline Master Chrome. I really like the quality of these ones, so they are my favorite drugstore highlighters. Then I also have all my MAC Extra Dimension ones right here. And one of my favorite is this one, which is called Oh Darling. Really, really love this. Then I also have one from Kaya Cosmetic right here in the shade Antigua. So we have the Champagne Pop right here. We have the MAC Soft and Gentle, which will always be a fave. Then I have two limited edition ones from Dior. We have the Mirror Luminizer. I had to keep this just for sentimental values. Then I have the Supreme Frost from Jeffree Star. We have another Dior highlighter. This was a limited edition summer collection. Then I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in Vanilla Quartz. Then I also have another Jaclyn Hill collab with Becca. And this is the Champagne Splits. So it has two different highlighters and then also a backup of the original Champagne Pop. I also keep some highlighter palettes in here. So we have the Anastasia Aurora palette. We have the Jeffree Star 24 Karat Skin Frost palette. And this, you guys, has some beautiful color. It is one of my favorite palettes. And then I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And all the way in the back right here, I have the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. So moving on, I have actually palettes, and eyeshadow palettes. So I will quickly go through all of my eyeshadow palette drawers, but the reason why I have 5 drawers is because of the way I store it. So I use these organizers right here from IKEA. You can get it at their kitchen section. So I guess I could place all of these in like 3 drawers, but I really want to see all the palettes and have them displayed so I know what I have. So therefore I decided to dedicate 5 drawers now that I cleaned out a lot of my makeup collection. So in this first drawer I have the Balm Nude Tude and Nude Dude in the back. I also have the Blood Sugar palette, which is one of my most loved palettes. Also the Jawbreaker, beautiful for summer and spring. I also have the Carly Bible palette right here. We have some quads and I have the Riviera palette. This palette is also one that I really, really love, especially for spring and summer. The Don't Kill My Vibe from Makeup Mecca. And then I also have some quads and mini palettes from Chanel and Dior. So in this next drawer, I have more of my brown toned palettes. So I try to organize them by colors so I get a more aesthetic look. So in the front right here, we have the Vice Art palette. I really love the quality of these shadows. They blend so well. We have some sleek palettes right here. Another mini from Dior. Then I have the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. And this is a beautiful palette, you guys. I really enjoy the colors in here because they are so versatile. So you can create a beautiful evening look, but also a beautiful daytime look. But then I also have the original Too Faced Chocolate Bar, Wet n Wild one. Then I also have the Naked Urban Decay Heat and also the Urban Decay Born to Run. I used to like their quality, but after trying out a lot of different formulas, I feel like Urban Decay is a little behind when it comes to eyeshadow. Then I also have the first Naked palette that I ever bought for my channel. So I really used to love this palette so much, so I had to keep it for sentimental value. And then I also have the Lorac Pro. In this next drawer, I have more of my pink and purple palettes. So all the way in the back right here, I have the BH Party Girl After Hours. This was also one of the first palette I ever bought. Too Faced Best Year Ever. I also have the Beauty Killer, the Dragony palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Narvina palette, and as you can see, this has gotten a lot of use. I love this palette. The Modern Renaissance, a Too Faced I Want Candy palette, and also a Viva La Diva Dream Cheek. So here I have all my black palettes, and I think it looks so aesthetically pleasing. So I have a palette from MAC Mischief Minx. I also have the Basic B, the Smashbox Full Exposure palette, KVD Metal palette, the Huda Beauty Texture palette, a limited edition Elizabeth Arden one. In the back right here, I have the KVD Sinner palette. And then I also have this from Ben & I, which is great if you are into special effect makeup or a makeup artist. You can use these shades to contour, sculpt your face and all of that. And this is just a great palette. So for these next two drawers, I have all my foundations that I don't have on my Vanity. So in this one, I have more high-end. In this one, I also have some drugstore and some high-end. So all the way here, I have a backup of my Too Faced Born This Way. Love this one. Then I have a Fenty Beauty Pro Filter, backup of the Luminous Silk. Then I have my NARS Natural Radiant. I have Forever Skin Glow and Forever from Dior. Also have a Dior Star. This one is discontinued, so I'm lucky that I got my hands on the last one they had. Marc Jacobs Remarkable, Huda Beauty, NARS All Day Luminous, and Guerlain La Sentiel. Then I have a Marc Jacobs Junior's Gel, another NARS Natural Radiant. Then I also have some Chanel ones right there. In this next one, I have KVD Lock It. I used to love this so much, but now I feel like it is a little bit too heavy. Then I have the original Wet n Wild Photo Focus. We have a Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid, Maybelline Super Stay Studio Fix Fluid from MAC, another Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani, Revlon Color Stay, and also the Bourjois 123 Perfect. So all the way in the back right here, I have a MAC Studio Face and Body. I also have the Studio Sculpt, which is an amazing foundation. And then I also have my favorite BB cream, which is the Prep and Prime BB Beauty Balm. Some Milani one, Maybelline Fit Me, the Better Skin Super Stay from Maybelline, and also the L'Oreal Infallible. So in this next drawer here, I keep most of my lashes. All of these are my own brand, which is launching in August. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. So here's a sneak peek of the faux mink box, and these are the Mojito lashes. So beautiful, has a transparent band as well, and so easy to apply. Then in these boxes, I have my mink lashes. These are in the style Curial, which is one of my faves, and I can't wait for you guys to see everything. And this is a sample box that I use for taking pictures, so it will not look like this. It will have a spoolie and all of that. I'm just so excited. I really love my lash boxes. I think they're beautiful and you can easily display them as well. So here I have a lot of Ardell. I also have Ardell right here. We have some House of Lashes. So here I have my MAC lashes. I really love those as well. I feel like the quality is great. So all the way in the back right here, I have multi-packs of Ardell. We also have Allure and a bunch of miscellaneous brands right there. Then for these three drawers, here I have all my samples, so I will not open those drawers just because those are products that will be launching on my site. So in this drawer right here, I keep my blushes, and as you can see, I don't have a lot of blushes. I did declutter a lot. I decided to keep only my faves that I know I'm gonna use. So right here I have all my NARS ones. So one of my faves are the Orgasm blush. I feel like the NARS blushes really last very long on my skin. I feel like a lot of blushes fade throughout the day. Then here I have a Lancome blush that I hit pan on. Finally a blush that I hit pan on. It is so hard to hit pan on blushes, I feel like. Then I also have a Dior blush. We have some e.l.f. blushes right here. And then I also have all my Extra Dimension blushes from MAC. So here is the shade Wrapped Candy, and it has this beautiful sheen. I've talked about these blushes so much on my channel. I really love them. Want to get all the shades just because the quality and formula is so beautiful. You can't go overboard with these ones. So I keep those there. Then I have a Kaya Cosmetic blush. We have Milani and also some Primark and NYX all the way in the back. And for these 3 last drawers, here I keep all my special effect makeup. So in this one I have more tools, cotton pad, paper, and everything I need to play around with special effect. And this is my blood drawer. So I have pretty much blood in every single texture and every single brand. I just love to play around with different kinds of blood. I also have some bandage, tape, and a lot of tools that I need. And then in this last drawer here, I have my setting powder, I have scar wax, I have modeling wax, nose wax, latex. So if you want me to do a more in-depth video when it comes to special effect makeup as well, be sure to leave a comment down below, but that is pretty much what I have in this drawer. Then last but not least, when it comes to my makeup collection, I also have some palettes right here, easily displayed. These are kind of more palettes that couldn't fit in the drawer. So I have some MAC palettes that I have created myself. Then I also have the Jaclyn Hill palette right here, and also a bunch of Morphe palette. And then last but not least for this video, I also have this drawer right here where I have new makeup that I have bought. So I have a bunch of different stuff that I recently hauled. We have some palettes, some lashes, a lot of the Jeffree Star lip liners, as you can see. So these are products that I will put over to the other drawer, and also some of these are going straight into my collection just because I will not film a haul video. So this is pretty much what I have in this one, and that is my whole makeup collection, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this makeup collection, and hopefully it inspired you a little bit to clean and organize your makeup as well. That is such a great therapy for me. I love to just put on some music, clean and organize my room, and just keep everything nice and neat. And storing your makeup in a dark space will actually make your makeup last longer as well. So be sure to don't have your makeup in the bathroom because the temperature there is always a little bit higher, and that can make your makeup product react and also expire a little bit faster. So just a little tip right there, be sure to store your makeup in a cool and dry and dark place. And I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and put on your post notification. I have some fun videos coming very soon and you don't want to miss out. And without further ado, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.